Then the scene changed to the Herald Clan, and it explained, the Herald Clan was originally a race known as Aragasa. They crossed a massive typhoon from another continent and landed on the Wybris continent. The Wybris continent is divided into a total of 8 kingdoms: Ozander Kingdom, Chitai Kingdom, Banlun Kingdom, Karasar Kingdom, Aranji Kingdom, Metherstorm, Naca Kingdom, Terasar Kingdom, Korasar Kingdom, Bruma Kingdom. There is also the Wybris Peninsula Rescuers Order. The 8 divine kings of the Iagas family ruled over the Wybris continent and originally held 8 thrones. However, during that era, one person monopolized all 8 thrones. The other 7 holy kings, who were brothers, were all subjugated by the emperor of the Yaslat family. The emperor, Yaslat, wanted to eradicate all remnants of the deceased holy kings. Meanwhile, the outsiders, Aragasa, were in need of land to settle. The emperor gave the outsiders the grimoire, the Song of the Yellow Bird, and a spirit called the Emperor's Voice. In exchange, the outsiders signed a contract with the emperor and became his heralds. With that, Aragasa's hands were ruthlessly stained with God's blood. They became the emperor's swords, agents, and executioners, personally eliminating the wicked nobles who went against the emperor's law and prospered. This was considered the most horrific sin that the citizens of Wybris could commit, as they believed in the afterlife and the cycle of eternal life. Because of these acts, the emperor eventually died, and the empire split into the 8 separate kingdoms again. Aragasa, now the heralds, were despised by those in Wybris and became known as the soulless heralds. However, they faced an unexpected issue. The contract with the emperor remained in effect. Even after the emperor's death, the heralds were bound to serve as the emperor's heralds, forever. The scene then shifted back to Azadin, who was holding the paper. He said, "This is a page from the Book of the Divine King? Is this the source of the emperor's power?" Looking at the blonde girl and her fiancé, he added, "Ah, thank you. Please, rest in peace." They waved their hands and said goodbye. Azadin looked closely at the divine book page and said, "If I collect this, will I really be able to escape the curse of duty?" The owl replied, "It's rude to call it a curse. It's an honorable duty under the contract." While rolling the paper, Azadin sighed, "Geez, this just had to fall into my hands. Fate isn't a joke." The owl said, "You don't seem happy. Isn't this what all heralds desire? To break free from the curse, 2 things are required. 1. Carry out the duties of the service contract and collect 100,000 gold coins. 2. Acquire the Book of the Divine King. If these conditions are met, the herald will be able to escape the curse of duty." Then Azadin asked the owl, "Well, it is the goal of the heralds, but I'm worried that this has started spreading throughout the world. The reason why the Book of the Divine King was torn apart in the first place was because of my father." While walking, Azadin said, "Water. I'm so thirsty." Meanwhile, a blonde girl was hiding and said, "That's him. The son of the clan's worst traitor. He's talentless, powerless, and stupid." She asked the boy sitting next to her, "Can he really not use magic, like the rumors say? That he's cursed?" The boy replied, I don't know if he's cursed, but I know for certain that he can't use magic." The blonde girl added, "I heard that he wet the bed until he was 8. He can't even tie a bowstring." She smirked and said, "I doubt he'll ever be able to carry out the herald's duty." The boy said nervously, "So, Miss Midiam, how about we turn back? There's no need for you to work for the lowest-ranking herald when you're a relative of the contractor." While looking at an arrow, Midiam, the blonde girl, said, "Shall we test his skills?" The boy exclaimed, No. A worker can't attack a herald." Midiam replied, "Who cares? If I win, his position will be mine. There's no way I'll lose." She thought, it'll be bad if he dies, so I'll take the arrowhead off." The boy cautioned, "He's the student of the fussy elder causes. There's always an if in every situation." Holding the bow, Midiam said, "It doesn't matter. No matter how amazing causes is, an idiot is still an idiot, even if he trains for 10 or even 100 years. She thought, to think the son of a traitor, who can't even use magic, is a herald. While shooting the arrow, she thought, he's just taking up space, so competent people like me can't become heralds. After firing the arrow, she sat down and tried to see if it worked. Suddenly, a small rock hit her head. The boy shouted, "Midiam." Azadin, holding the quiver, asked her, "Are you the one who shot that arrow?" She replied, "It was a greeting." Then she thought, "When did he get here? I couldn't sense his presence at all." "Wait, don't tell me he caught the arrows I shot in midair? In his quiver?" Azadin asked, "What are your names?" She said, I'm Midiam, from Ether." The boy stammered, I am Ishmael. "We are assistants who have come to assist you." Azadin said, "Assist me?" and then threw the arrow back, saying, "This?" Midiam replied, "Your quiver looked empty, so I just wanted to give you my arrows." Isn't that the best assist? Azadin said. It seems like you applied to be my assistant because it was boring staying on the Holy Land. Go home, kiddos. Mid-IM got angry after hearing this and replied, kiddos? I'm sure I told you, I'm from the Ether bloodline. Azadin responded, don't you know that bloodlines have no meaning to heralds? And if you've come to work for me, you're my subordinates now. And you even shot arrows at me. Perhaps you want me to teach you what happens when you do something like this outside of the Holy Land? Mid-IM thought, he's so different from what rumors say. Is he really the person who others made fun of and bullied? Azadin asked in a cool demeanor, apologize for being rude, Mid-IM. And if you want something from me, then show respect either as a member of Aragasa or as my enemy. Which will it be? Grinding her teeth before apologizing, she said, I, Mid-IM from Ether, apologize for my rudeness to Herald Azadin. I am an Aragasa, Azadin said, I accept your apology. However, don't shoot arrows at anyone from now on. If you don't plan on killing them, weapons are not to be toyed with outside of the Holy Land. She replied, yes. Then Azadin asked, I won't say anything bad, so go back to the Holy Land. I don't need assistance. Suddenly, Azadin remembered something and shamelessly asked, do you have water? But Mid-IM interrupted him with a loud shout, I request a duel. Ishmael exclaimed in shock, Mid-IM. No, that man is dangerous. Mid-IM thought to herself, yeah. He's different from the rumors. Forget about being an idiot, he's strong, intelligent, and prideful. But wouldn't I be a big coward if I didn't challenge him just because he's strong? She then declared to Azadin, Herald Azadin, I, Mid-IM from Ether, officially challenge you for your herald position.